So 6 months ago, I made this Purpleheart tray. And if you ever worked with Purpleheart or even looked it up, you probably know the annoying part. It starts out this crazy purple color and then everyone tells you, yeah, enjoy it while it lasts because it's going to turn brown. Which is not exactly what you want to hear after buying expensive purple wood. So today I want to answer one simple question. Does Purpleheart actually stay purple? I'm not going to do the YouTube thing where I make you wait 8 minutes for the answer. I'll answer it right now. The answer is yes. This is the tray today, and this is what it looked like when I finished it 6 months ago. So no, it didn't magically turn into a sad brown cutting board. It's still purple. Maybe not exactly day one purple, because wood is wood and Purpleheart is a drama queen, but honestly, this held up way better than I expected. Now, for the important part. Why? Now, if you saw the original video where I built this tray, you already know what finish I used. But as a quick TLDR, I did not use oil. And I think that matters. I used shellac first and then put yacht lacquer over it. The idea was pretty simple. I wanted to seal the Purpleheart first, then protect it with something tougher on top. Oil is usually the easy answer on small woodworking projects. It looks good, it's fast, it makes the grain pop. So my idea was simple. Seal it first, then protect it. And for indoor use, at least after 6 months, it seems to have worked. Now, before anyone starts yelling in the comments, this is not a perfect scientific test. You're right, this is not 10 samples in a lab with a spreadsheet and a man in a white coat. This is just a real tray that has been used in a real house for 6 months. And honestly, that's the kind of information most woodworkers actually need. Not what happens in a lab, but what finish helps keep the purple color around as long as possible in everyday use. Which honestly is probably more useful for most of us anyway. Because nobody is building sample boards. We're building actual stuff. And this actual thing is still purple. So now I want to do the stupid version. This finish worked indoors. But what happens if I take the same tray and just forget it outside? Rain, sun, cold, heat. The fool, why would you do this to expensive wood treatment? Will the Purpleheart turn brown? Will the shellac give up? Will the yacht lacquer crack, peel, yellow, or maybe somehow survive? I have no idea. So I'm going to find out. This tray is going outside and I'll film it over the next few months. But I also want to test the finishes most people would probably use on a small project like this. So I made 4 small Purpleheart coasters. Nothing fancy, just 4 pieces from the same kind of wood. Some walnut in between, and that's it. So before we pretend this is a serious experiment, here's 1 minute of me faking my way into making these coasters. 2 finished with oil, 2 with beeswax. One of each I'll use normally inside. Coffee mug, water glass, normal daily use. The other ones go outside with the tray. So in a few months, we'll have 5 things to compare. The tray with shellac and yacht lacquer, and an oil coaster used indoors and one left outside to suffer. And then a waxed coaster used indoors and the other forgotten in the wind. So this is where I need your help. Tell me how to abuse the indoor coasters. Wet glasses, coffee, sunlight, daily wiping, whatever gets the most comments, I'll probably do that. Because apparently we're crowdsourcing wood damage now. And honestly, I think that's more useful than just me guessing. Because someone watching this has probably used Purpleheart with oil. Someone probably had it turn brown. Someone probably had it stay purple. And someone is definitely gonna tell me I used the wrong finish because this is the internet and we can't have nice things. So tell me, what test would actually be useful? Not the most scientific test, the most real one. Because if you're building a tray, a box, or coasters, or anything small from Purpleheart, you probably don't care what happens in a perfect lab. You care what happens after months of actual use. And that's what I want to find out. So the answer for today is simple. Yes, this Purpleheart tray stayed purple after 6 months. At least with shellac and yacht lacquer, indoors under normal use. But now we'll see what happens when I treat it much, much worse. If you want to see how I built the tray, I'll link the original video down below. And if you want to see what happens to it outside, subscribe, because apparently this is how I do science now. Thanks for watching.